Alrighty then, this is what the message says. Saseni ladies, I love that. Happy Friday to you all. My husband, Ali Rarua, all my trousers and my shorts without my permission, and he had not bought any of them. I am mad. What do I do? He says ati hizo nguo sio za wanawake. Husband. Okay. Tuanzie tu hapo. You know, we keep saying here on the show, know who you're marrying. Know who you're marrying. Know the family into which you are getting married. Understand the person before you get married to them. Because if this person you are marrying is now turning and becoming a brand new person, it's a different story. But like oftentimes they will give you insight of what is happening. Maybe you used to wear trousers. They used to wear trousers and you used to wear trousers when you were still dating, when you were still fiancés and engaged, and they'd be like, "Ay, mbona unavanga hizi nguo? Sipendi ukivaa hizi nguo." You know, like they would say it in passing, moving. Hey, hizi nguo hata hazikuangiza wana. Hata sionangi zikikaa very feminine. But at the same time, you took that as a joke. And you're like, haha, laughed it off, kept it moving. But now you're in the marriage, he's like, you're not going anywhere. And me, my wife has to wear A, B, C, D, E. That is a sign of huge control. Yeah. That is a sign of a person who's still in his, you know, misogynistic headspace where a woman should cook, a woman should da-da-da-da, a woman should da-da-da-da. And it feels like you've not gotten to the point where you've discussed roles in your marriage. You've not discussed roles in your marriage. You've not discussed what is required of your marriage. You've not discussed what it is you envision your marriage to look like. And I honestly can tell you, every single time I have a chance, I say, marital counseling is great, but pre-marital counseling, oh my days. If there's something that has saved me and my life, it is premarital counseling. You learn so much about this person. You actually sit down and come up with like things like mission statements for your family and your relationship and your marriage. Like, what do you envision as your mission statement? And you come up with what it is you see yourselves looking like in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years. What is it about your relationship that makes you want to be with this person? What are their weird issues? What are your weird issues where you fight? Whoa, our biggest fight was premarital counseling. And we fought, but then we fought. Ile mpaka mmenyamaziana, munyamaze, we nyamazia na uko, mimi nyamazia na uko. But it was after that we started to learn communication and all of these other things. And it really, really has helped because so far we've not really had any issues. So premarital counseling is important. Pin on that. Back to now you're in marital. I feel like the two of you are in different headspaces. I feel like the two of you have different ideas of what you want. You need to sit down and have a conversation. True. What is your issue with pants? What is your issue with this? And once you hear them out, listen for, is it a control issue? Is it a thing that he wants to control me? Is it a thing that he wants to be the macho man in this relationship? Or does he have genuine concerns about my safety? Like if I wear these pants and then someone will attack me and da-da-da. And if that's the case, find a place where you actually explain to him, I've been dressing like this for my whole life. I've never had issues, da-da-da. Like communicate effectively. If it gets to a point where this person shows you their true colors as we suspect, babe, it's time to reanalyze and ask yourself many, many questions like, why am I here? But let's communicate. Let's have a conversation. Let's understand where he's coming from. What is his motivation? And also express that this is not how you act when you disagree with someone. We act in this way when we have issues with each other. And this is how I expect for you to pass communication to me. Not just picking up my clothes, unararua. What is that? Hey?
That makes no sense. And I feel like sometimes when you come to the internet seeking a solution or seeking some form of validation or telling our side of the story and asking, am I mad? 9 times out of 10, the internet will collectively gather and tell you, leave that man, okay? On a planet with a population of 8 billion, why do you think he's the one if he doesn't let you wear underpants? But I won't go in that direction. All I want you to do is sit down. Because you said it's your husband. Yep. It's not your boyfriend. Nope. This, you know, for better, for worse. Yep. Maybe this is the worst. Whoa. So yeah, sit down and asking, babes, what did pants do to you? Yes. You know, what happened? What did shorts do to you? What am I triggering when I put this on? And why is it such a huge issue? Number 2, sometimes when we're telling the story, we give it from a very biased point of view.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to go and say, that is a mad man you're living with. You married him for a reason.
Yep.
So what is the unbiased? I would love to know where
What
he
his
was coming
stance is coming
with
from.
this, because you know, he's not a mad man. He just didn't wake up and just tear all
Or
your
he
pants
is,
for no reason.
but we can't
Or
know
he
until
is.
we know.
Exactly. So I feel like sometimes when we tell our side of the story, we are very biased. It's very emotionally charged. And I'm not saying this to minimize your situation or to make you feel small. All I am saying is, babes, y'all need to have that conversation.
Yep.
You need to sit down and just don't attack him.
Yep.
Sit down and say, my baby, yeah, we love each
Bravo, my
other.
rifle.
This is not how we fight, babes. This ain't how we do it, okay? You have a problem with pants, you come and sit down and say, these are the cons, okay? I don't like the way your bum is looking. Other men can see. It's a jealousy issue, okay? Wear Arinda, you can wear the shorts for me, my love. You know. Anyway, babes, I don't know. This is just so bizarre.
Yeah, I think a lot more clarification needs to be
True,
made,
true,
but
true,
it can
true,
only
true.
be made by both you and your partner. So you all need to sit down and talk.